Hi guys, welcome to Beer Time. Kyle here. Oh no. So anyway, I've got a weird looking bottle today, a big blue guy. This is from Rogue, and I've been wanting to try this for a while. It doesn't scare me per se, but it's also kind of a weird dude. So let's take a look at this thing. It's called Rogue. Let me get this right, because it's a ridiculous kind of thing. New Crustacean Barleywineish Imperial IPA Sorta. What they've done here is made a beer that they've had trouble putting into categories. It's got some of what makes a barley wine great, but it's also highly hopped. It's got 88 IBUs, and so it is, leaning towards that kind of stronger hop character. So let's see what this thing's all about. It says dedicated to the crustaceans on it, and it's got this crazy, and I literally like a crazy looking crab guy on here with a pimp hat, basically. But I love the blue color of this. If I kind of get over the crazy artwork and everything, I love everything about it. And their packaging, again, is always just kind of great, eye-catching, and it makes you want to, this product is not the cheapest thing on the market, and it makes you want to kind of step up to it and see if you can have a great experience. And that experience is covered in paint, essentially, and it's going to be protected better than most. So let's give this a try in the tasting glass here and see what this thing looks like. I expected this thing to kind of skew a little dark, and it doesn't. It doesn't at all. It's a beautiful sunburst orange. It's super cloudy, like it's got tons of ingredients in it. It's actually got a little bit of a head that's staying on there too, which I wasn't sure that would happen. I've got about 1/8 of an inch of the bubbly stuff on top with some very large bubbles intermingled with some very small stuff. Let's get our nose in here and see what this thing feels like. Man, it smells super interesting. I mean, I get the barley wine thing in there, the kind of rich, sweet malts come through there. But then separated from that, there's a bunch of candied hops in here. Some things like light pineapple mixed in with some orange zest, some orange juice. It's really interesting. Let's give this thing a try. And I gotta finish this thing today, so it should be great. It looks like this thing is, I think, I may be wrong here, this thing looks like it's running in about 13%, but we'll taste it and I'll let you know if it's sticky that way. Yeah, it's kind of sticking to the sides here. Man, that's really tasty. The thing tastes like a little bit of a boozy imperial stout. It's kind of got a little bit of that stickiness to it, and as it warms up more, I can tell it's going to give me a little bit of that. It's a kind of a sipping beer. This is not what I would consider kind of just, pouring this into a pint and taking this down. It does have some nuance to it. The hops comes through on the nose, and it also comes through just in terms of providing the overall vehicle for the taste, that backbone of it. But they're smooth, they're small, and the way they just lay over the tongue, literally like a blanket front to back, and then it's like being peeled away, and it goes away. And what you're left with is kind of a little bit of, I think it's the barley wine that's in there that's leaving some kind of malty notes on the back, and then finally a little bit of the hops kind of dancing around, not on the back, starting to dance around on the front. And it's pretty interesting stuff. And by interesting, I mean really good stuff. It's kind of a gimmick of the highest order, when the packaging's kind of ridiculous, the premise of it's kind of ridiculous, and at the same time you drink it, you're just like, well, that was pretty good. It's great. This, to me, would be great. This would be great with a cigar, I think. And then all kinds of food will hold up to this. Big steaks and those kind of cheeses. I even think, and it may be a little heavy bodied for this, but even like some really spicy food would be good kind of in short order, you know, like maybe an Asian meal or something like that that was like very hot, but maybe not that much of it, because this thing is going to knock you down and maybe fill you up prematurely because you've got more day drinking to do. This is super yummy. You know, it makes you wonder if they just package this thing up differently, if it would kind of sell differently or kind of be misconstrued as just being, you know, better than it is, because it is quite good. And it's also, you know, the marketing on it's kind of like, well, when people say, it's kind of Barleywineish and it's sort of Imperial IPA and there's a crab on it in this kind of blue packaging. It looks like a hot rod or something. It's awesome. I like it. I just kind of wonder sometimes if you repackage it different, would it be, you know, I don't know if it's better received or not. But I know it's good. It's really good. There's all kinds of interesting citrus fruit notes and tropical fruit notes that kind of just drop from the roof of your mouth on the back of your tongue. It's really great. It's got lots of malt in it, just kind of holding bits and pieces of it together, while, like I said, the hops kind of provides most of the kind of textural and kind of flavoring component to move it on down the old pipe, the piperoonie, if you will. This is a good call. What I love about this, I'm drinking this kind of slow. I get to basically drink on this all day. I'm not really going to drink on it all day. It'll be gone in just a little while. And I like that. I like day drinking. You guys should get out and get this. Definitely share this with a friend. Share this with, like, you know, a buddy or two, or, you know, just to kind of have it. Again, I would tell you that it's a gimmick, and it's still worth trying, but it's not a gimmick. It's just kind of strange packaging with a really good beer in there. So, and maybe for me, as I kind of wrap things up here, kind of thinking about it, maybe you get one of these and then keep it, cellar it, or keep it in your fridge or whatever you're going to do, and drag it out for one of those cool nights this fall. I think this thing will really, really kind of surprise and amaze, and probably doesn't need to be that cold either. I just think it's got a lot of good boozy fun in this, and again, there's a lot to like here. I hope you guys can get out, get one of these, do some day drinking either which way. Have an awesome day. I'm going to enjoy this and have a great day, and I will check you guys later. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.